Happy Friday and Good Morning Waverly.
Good morning, Waverly. This is your news update for Waverly newspapers.
The Waverly City Council began their review of the new budget last Saturday. The 4-hour-long meeting covered the fund budget worth over $5 million. The new proposed budget includes a small percentage increase per $1,000 taxable valuation. In all, the city receives 59% of the taxes paid on a home. The rest would go to community, college, county, and schools.
Waverly is one step closer to making a new performance arena a reality. At City Hall, supporters appeared before the council Monday night in hopes to sign off for the new project. Recent opposition to the new structure in Coleman Park stalled efforts to move forward. The council already voted 5-2 on an architect to draw the final design. The cost is estimated to be nearly $300,000.
One Waverly resident will be taking on a new position to serve others. Corey Berkenes is the new state director for the Iowa Food Bank Association. Berkenes worked as a director of WSR's United Way for nearly 5 years. The association works to combine efforts with the 8 food banks located in Iowa. Berkenes says he will stay involved with the United Way, but with a new director.
A local 12-year-old boy makes one man's trash into another man's treasure. Trevor Igona of Denver has found a new hobby collecting and restoring farm artifacts. The 7th grader recently participated in a Waverly auction as the youngest collector present. If you'd like to read the full story, pick up a copy of this week's Waverly Democrat.
With over 300,000 veterans diagnosed with post-traumatic stress, the need for assistance dogs is rising. This week, I found out about a local organization involved with training and placing dogs that can help these veterans and others in need.
Everyone knows dogs are a man's best friend. But what if they can be more than that? If you ask Scott Dewey, they can be.
There's really very little they can't do.
Dewey co-founded a nonprofit business known as Retrieving Freedom. The main focus of the business? To train dogs to assist veterans and autistic children. He says he used to train competition dogs. That is, until he discovered the need for these service dogs.
The costs were getting high. There wasn't enough people training the dogs. And we said, really, it's a no-brainer.
The dogs are trained to do everyday tasks for vets that are disabled or have post-traumatic stress.
They can turn lights on, open and close doors, open and close refrigerators, get items out of the refrigerator, load and unload a dryer to put clothes in, out, put the clothes in the basket. They can answer the door. They can hit all of the handicap accessible buttons throughout different places to open doors for them.
As far as autistic children, the service dogs keep them from running off and have a soothing effect. Dewey says one of the most important things the dogs do is lead their owners to becoming more social.
When you take a dog and put it in the middle of the mix, all of a sudden you're sitting at a park bench and 5, 10, 15 people stop by and say, hey, can I pet your dog? All of a sudden you talk to 10 people that you would have never talked to had that dog not been there.
In the 2 years since starting the business, Dewey says Retrieving Freedom has seen large success.
The dogs that have placed so far, and even the dogs that are in action getting ready to be placed, the feedback's been spectacular.
He says seeing the impact the dogs have is what makes the job worthwhile.
The most rewarding part is the faces and the people that the dogs help. When children and veterans with disabilities start thriving again and quit worrying about their disability and live more independently, that's the best part of the job.
To support Retrieving Freedom and find out about their upcoming events, visit the website at retrievingfreedom.org.
This has been a news update for Waverly Newspapers. Have a good weekend, Waverly.